Hello everyone and welcome to another News Coolum video, and this is sort of an impromptu trip. It's the middle of the week. I wasn't really feeling well, but I want to try to figure out what the hell is going on at EVgo Baker. The weather is not ideal because there's about a 30-mile-an-hour wind, and it just makes things awkward. The trip is already really awkward if the Baker charger is down because it requires more energy to get back to Victorville from Baker than it does from Victorville to Baker. And so at that point, it's actually just easier to drive on to Las Vegas and then return back to Victorville, which is really, really stupid. But like I said, that's what happens if the charger in Baker isn't online, right? So the Bolt EV doesn't really need the Baker charger to make the trip to Las Vegas comfortably. It's convenient, but it's not necessary. You could just charge basically at Victorville. It's a little bit slower because you have to charge up to 85%, but it's really not that bad. And then, of course, you just drive freeway speeds. And if you really get into trouble, you can stop and prim at the level 2 and just top up a little bit before heading into Vegas. But it's really not that much of an issue. The return trip, of course, you need to leave Vegas with at least, in my opinion, 85% battery, no less than that. And then you can pretty much keep up with traffic on normal conditions. Like I said, with a 30-mile-an-hour wind, maybe not. It wouldn't be advisable. But Baker just sort of smooths out the trip for Bolt EV owners. It's just not essential. But it does bridge the gap for pretty much every other non-Tesla electric vehicle. Tesla has their own chargers in Baker. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on there because EVgo went in to do work. They said, well, we'll try to keep one of the chargers on, but they weren't able to keep either of the 250 kilowatt chargers in Baker on while they're doing their work. And it begs the question, well, what the heck are you doing out there? And why aren't EV owners able to use the chargers? And what can they expect when you're done? So I figured, I'd go out there and confirm for that as I'm here at the EVgo in Baker, and it's completely powered down, but we have some new arrivals. So let's go outside and take a look. All right, well, we knew they had plumbed for more power. Now, there's someone who had made a PlugShare entry claiming that they'd come here and they had charged at 150 kilowatts or whatever in a Bolt EV. Who knows? Maybe this was the charger that they pulled off. But these are still wrapped. I'm not actually going to take them off. These look like they could be, well, I'm not seeing any badging on them other than EVgo badging. But these are some very fast chargers, I'm pretty sure. I think they're all maybe 150 kilowatt, and then probably linked together here so that they can do up to 350 kilowatt. Let's see if we can get, these are BTC power units. So this is the model EVDSP 355 2002C40. So they're 350 amps max, 200 to 950 volt DC. So yeah, these are very high power units. So they are the BTC units, BTC power. So we have 4 of them now here in Baker. Like I said, they powered the entire site down, so I'm guessing they have some sort of testing that they need to do, some sort of protocols before they can power these up. And actually, these ones aren't BTC. These ones are ABB. So let's see. These are the Terra, I believe. Um, doesn't really say, but I think these are the Terra chargers. But anyway, it's DC output. You have one CCS 150 to 920 volts, max 400 amps, and then DC output for the Chatamo is 150 to 500 volts, max 200 amps. So, all right, yeah, I think, like I said, I think these are the Terra. So Chatamo, CCS, Chatamo, CCS. And like I said, these are all powered down now, so I'm not going to be able to recharge it all. I'm going to have to make it back. And then, well, Chatamo laying on the ground. And again, these are the BTC power. Let's see if they specify for the Chatamo on this. I'm not really seeing anything for that. I do know that the Chatamo tend to be lower output because they still haven't certified the cords for them. So these are probably, guessing, 100 kilowatt Chatamo as well. So 2 BTC power. Now Jeff over at Electric Revs, he just posted an article. I'll put the link below. But he and I were coordinating on it. He's been speaking to EVgo to sort of get their take on what was going on. It's really interesting what EVgo has done. They've added 4 new chargers, and they're all 150 to 350 kilowatt, it looks like. 2 of them are BTC power, like the ones that I had showcased on the Recargo site in Prunedale. However, these don't have the same large interface on them. They just have a smaller interface, but the BTC power units otherwise look like the same ones that Recargo was using. And then it looks like they also used the ABB Terra HP chargers as well. So essentially what we have now is 6 chargers in Baker. They are not live, and I would wait for EVgo to make an official announcement that the site is live before planning on it or relying on it. That other Bolt EV driver that caravanned back with me, Henry, he, I think he was driving as though Baker was live, which is why he was down to about 50 to 55% battery when he arrived in Baker. And truthfully, the conditions weren't all that great either. But if you're going to go, like 80 miles an hour on that freeway in the Bolt EV, yeah, you're going to need to stop someplace like Baker. Barstow or Yermo would still be a better stop if, they end up installing some fast chargers in one of those 2 places. However, without that, you can always just top up at Baker and then head on to Victorville or wherever you're going to go. And that's, keeping up with the speed of traffic on Interstate 15. So for those of you who've seen my videos of it, when I'm doing 70 or 75 on that freeway, a lot of times I get passed as though, I'm like just rolling along the side of the road. Basically, it's ridiculous how fast some people go. And if you're trying to keep up with that speed of traffic, then yeah, you are going to need Baker, even in the Bolt EV, which otherwise would have enough range to bridge that gap. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, what's your feedback? What do you think about this new Baker site? I think it's pretty awesome. It rivals, I think, the new Recargo site and the new Electrify America sites we're seeing go in. So having 3 different networks with really compelling charging sites is nice. I think it also sort of begs the question of where EVgo is going to go with their pricing model, because I don't think that they can offer access to 150 to 350 kilowatt chargers at 15 to 20 cents a minute. So that's a really interesting question. But if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and thank you for watching.
Yeah, there you go. Someone left a stripper on the ground. Oh, just kidding. This isn't Vegas. All right. Anyway, that's not really a stripper, by the way.